By saying you at your age, you mean 20 years old, right?
No, I'm talking about, say, mom, for example. There is that fear as to, they're aging and hope everything goes well and they stay healthy, nothing happens.
I want to tell the people who are going through a rough time that keep your mind focused, keep your heart clean, have a good support system.
पूजा पाठ, रूट्स, कल्चर बहुत मानता हूँ मैं. सालों साल कहीं भी नहीं जाऊँगा तो अपने कुलदेवी के पास जाके माथा टेकता ही हूँ. अपने नाग भगवान के पास, नाग देवता के पास जाता ही हूँ. अपने स्पिरिट्स के पास जाता ही हूँ. और of course,
I didn't take it as action training. I took it as a way of going a little bit closer to her life.
When my Athiya was going through her delivery, I mean, as a father, एक ही जन को अलाउ करते हैं ना अंदर in the delivery room. नहीं तो मैं वहाँ भी पहुँच जाता. So I stayed put outside and was anxious. Probably went bare body. One of the first few times in my life is to prove that even after 60, it's not that you cannot manage a great body. It is your temple. You need to work on it, and it's possible. Together. Hi, this is Suniel Shetty.
Hi, this is Akanksha.
Hi, this is Sooraj Pancholi.
और आप हमें देख रहे हैं शुभोजीत के चैनल पर.
Thank you so much. Give the movie all the love. Thank you. इतिहास के बारे में ऐसा कहा जाता है कि इतिहास रचा जाता है, इतिहास बदला जाता है, and इतिहास गढ़ा भी जाता है. And I think in this movie, the actors who have come together, they're going to be doing things in different levels as well. सूरज पंचोली भाई जो है वो इतिहास बदलने वाले with all the spirit and motivation that he's here with. Akanksha over here is going to be doing the rachna part of इतिहास because she's over here to do a lot of great things. And of course, Suniel Shetty sir, the legendary, he's only going to be repeating that because he's been doing that for the longest time. Ladies and gentlemen, Kesari Veer in cinemas near you on 16th of May, and I have the fantastic cast over here. Thank you so much मेरे channel पे जुड़ने के लिए. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Sir, I think Veer is a word that we relate with Veerta, courage, right? What is that one courageous thing in the very recent past that you're very, very proud of? Ki, I showed courage, I showed resilience, and I actually conquered that with the best way possible.
I think it's always fear. Anything to do with fear, anything to do with the ups and downs in life. Especially when you're the head of the family, there's so much that is happening, and you feel, will this happen? Will this take over? Or will I be able to overcome that?
Right.
So I think it's basically that. For me, it's always family and the issues that happen in and around it. Whether it's with the children, whether it's with the wife or the mother. And generally, I think at a stage when I'm at the age I'm at, it's the parents that you're always worried about as to what happens.
So by saying you at your age, you mean 20 years old, right?
No, I'm talking about, say, mom, for example. There is that fear as to they're aging and hope everything goes well and they stay healthy, nothing happens.
Fair enough. Akanksha?
When I came to Bombay, I left my family and I was I used to sleep with my parents, and so for me to be able to do things on my own was the toughest part for me. And the worst thing was that I was very close to my brother. He was like my child.
Achha.
And he's very young, 7-8 years younger to me. So when by the time I started living here, he actually grew up in all these years, and I didn't get to know who he really is.
Achha.
And that guilt I'll always
That I
have.
think hit you, right?
That hit me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's like बच्चे कभी-कभी like when the father or the mother is away, then बच्चे कब बड़े हो जाते पता नहीं चलता. In your
Correct.
case, it's been your brother, right?
Yeah.
Suraj bhai, in your case, what has been that one thing that you're very proud of? Veerta.
Is that I'm still standing strong. I want to tell the people who are going through a rough time that keep your mind focused, keep your heart clean, have a good support system. Keep working on yourself internally, externally. Keep yourself healthy. Pray to God. Keep Mahadev in your heart, and there's nothing that can stop you. So I think Virta comes from
within.
Yes.
I think that's the mantra, absolutely. You know, this movie, सर, ये महादेव के बारे में है. मैं पर्सनली बहुत बड़ा भक्त हूँ. मैं हर सोमवार को मंदिर जाता हूँ. Completed around like 4 to 5 Jyotirlings as well.
Wow.
So मेरे लिए on a personal level as well, this is very special. Apart from the usual acting preparation जो होता है for a movie, was there anything else just to get that or establish that special connect all the way more with Mahadev, like maybe meditating a lot more on sets, or maybe like recollecting some of your special milestones in your work, in your professional life, जो शायद आपको भगवान के आशीर्वाद से मिला? ऐसा कुछ अलग तरीके का preparation और mental zone था?
नहीं, I think वही mental zone से मैं आता हूँ. I'm someone who believes in karma. I'm someone who believes that if you do right, nothing can ever go wrong. I'm someone who believes that if you manifest, कुछ भी possible है. और पूजा पाठ, roots, culture बहुत मानता हूँ मैं. सालों साल कहीं भी नहीं जाऊँगा तो अपने कुलदेवी के पास जाके माथा टेकता ही हूँ. अपने नाग भगवान के पास, नाग देवता के पास जाता ही हूँ. अपने spirits के पास जाता ही हूँ. और of course मंदिरों में जाना इसलिए नहीं जाता क्योंकि I'm someone who believes in God and I believe in everything, but I'm someone who believes that He's taught us that if you do right, nothing can ever go wrong. You'll have those ups and downs. इंसान है, ऊपर नीचे तो होता ही रहता है. All of us. कोई ऐसा नहीं है. और कोई भी किसी भी position पे, he may be the number one, the richest man in the world, the man who has everything also. कुछ ना कुछ खामियां कमियां तो है ही हम सब में. And that's the way he's designed us. कि go out there, do your bit, and that's why. तो ये ऐसी चीज़ है जो I believe in. So I was prepared, and that's why I love this kind of work.
क्या बात है. In this movie Akanksha, जितना मुझे पता है that you've trained a lot as well apart from the acting part. आपने horse riding सीखा. There's a lot of other things which is not related to the usual acting का preparation, right? So वो acting का preparation part which you have trained yourself in, वो ज़्यादा difficult था, or the horse riding and other things, because you might not need that in every film. But of course जब कोई एक project पे आप full dedication के साथ काम करो तो वो उस moment के लिए ज़रूरी है, right? So what were all those learnings like?
So in this particular film, embodying Rajal's character meant bravery, courage, and to really get into the skin of her character, I feel like it was all interrelated. Like archery training and horse riding was actually me going a little closer to her life, Right. So I took it in that perspective. I didn't take it as action training. I took it as a way of going a little bit closer to her life.
क्या बात है. and I'm sure you must have done a good job in that. हम लोग देखेंगे भी आगे जाके. You mentioned a very interesting point at the trailer launch yesterday जो मुझे याद है कि throughout the entire time I was ensuring that मैं अपना fitness अच्छे से ध्यान पे रखूँ, because I wanted to ensure that I be healthy. Yes. Healthy is not always just about the physical health. Healthy is also about the mental health. आपके लिए दोनों correlated है in your life?
I think if you're externally very strong and mentally very weak, then there's imbalance. Yes, I think both have to be 50-50. It's like सिर्फ जिम जाने से body नहीं बनेगी, खाना भी आपको clean खाना पड़ेगा. So I like having a very neutral life throughout, not only with my body, with my mind, with the way I am, the kind of friends I want to be around. So I think a neutral life is the best life.
सर कुछ दिन पहले एक पिक्चर देखा था मैंने सोशल मीडिया पे. इट वाज एंड अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल वर अप्रिशिएटिंग यू. आई थिंक यू वर वेटिंग आउटसाइड द हॉस्पिटल रूम वेरी पेशेंटली, एंड सो मेनी पीपल वर अप्रिशिएटिंग कि दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ आई वुड से patience, or this is the kind of, it's like almost like a first time experience, right? First time excitement. आपको समझ में आ रहा है ना कौन सी पिक्चर का मैं बोल रहा हूँ?
See, what happens is, बेटी है ना, बाप की हमेशा वीकनेस ही होती है. बाप कितना ही पावरफुल फिजिकली फाइनेंशियली हो, the be all and end all of life is that daughter, and for me Thea is that way. And when my Thea was going through her delivery, I mean, as a father, एक ही जन को अलाउ करते हैं ना अंदर in the delivery room. नहीं तो मैं वहाँ भी पहुँच जाता. You know, so I stayed put outside and was anxious. मैं भी देखना चाहता था Athiya 2.0 को. So I think that was a picture that came out with us waiting, Mana and me waiting.
And I think वो coolest grandfather का जो tag है वो already आपको लग गया and it will always remain
coolest,
the case.
hottest, fittest, nicest.
Coolest, hottest, हाँ, you can keep adding adjectives to Sunil sir. I think that is what it is. You're setting new benchmarks in that space, literally, sir. How do you have to how do you look at this?
You know, that is something that I try and do intentionally, stay fit, because I want every child to go home and tell their parents, "Ki, see if Sunil uncle can do that, why can't you?" It's only to tell people that fitness is not expensive.
Right.
Fitness is about consistency. Fitness is about understanding your own country, understanding the food, the values that are there. Today, the West is appreciating.
जी.
You know, सारी हल्दी की बात करते हैं और मोरंग की बात करते हैं. हमारे पास तो हमारे पूर्वजों ने ये हमें हमेशा बताया था कि हल्दी की लेप लगा लो तो ठीक हो जाओगे. When we did action first, that's the way it is. Right. So it's basically for that and nothing else. I probably went bare body one of the first few times in my life is to prove that even after 60, it's not that you cannot manage a great body. You know, it is your temple. You need to work on it, and it's possible. So just for that possibility, and after that, even now when I'm told, I say no, I'm done with it. You know, probably I'll try and do it when I'm 70, but not before that.
I think वही external perspective से so अच्छा लगता है कि हम देखते हैं कि if we miss a day in the gym and all we feel like यार सुनील सर करते हैं, सनी सर करते हैं, all these people are there, then हम लोग क्यों miss करें? That is what it is.
And like Sooraj said yesterday, which was very beautiful, ki how do you prepare yourself in those tough times? He says, I trained not for my body but for my mind. So if you're someone who goes to the gym every morning or someone who loves a sport, loves to sweat, try it for an hour, come back, have a shower, and tell me what feels beautiful. Is that mind or that body? It's that mind that tells you, I can achieve anything and everything. So that's that adrenaline. That's the dopamine. That's the happy part of working out. Body is there, will always be there. But that mind, you're so confident and you know you can achieve anything and everything through that.
क्या बात है. Last question to all of you quickly would be कि कोई ऐसा चीज़ ज़िंदगी में which you all were a little anxious about या फिर थोड़ा nervousness था and you literally prayed your heart out to God and you know it actually ended up being the way you wanted it to be and you're very happy कि यार मतलब सच में दुआ मांगते consistently मांगते if we actually pray then चीज़ें सच में miraculously बदल सकती है. Any experience individually that you would like to recollect?
I just have one word for this. Kesari Veer.
क्या बात.
Because I really prayed for this and it really happened and today we are here promoting Kesari Veer. So
super.
For me, it's Kesari Veer.
I think it's the same for me. I was praying for this for so many years, and it came in the form of this beautiful blessing to me. So. And
this is the start of many more touchwood, I'm sure. Sir, and in your case,
lastly, the life that Mahadev has given me itself. You know, I never thought I'd be an actor. I never thought I'd have such a stable and beautiful family. Even being a part of this industry, and you know, never thought. Thea would get married to such a beautiful boy. Never thought I'd had such a beautiful granddaughter. So I think the last 10 months, 11 months, if I prayed, it's just that she delivers beautifully and she's healthy. Thea is healthy more than anybody else. Of course, you want your grandchild to be healthy too, but it's first the daughter.
Right, absolutely.
You know, that she should deliver right and she should be healthy and that's the biggest joy. So I think more than anything else, I keep thanking God every day for all that He's doing. And all that he continues to do.
I think gratitude is the attitude and I think वो जो gratitude है, of course all of them have. आप लोग भी ढेर सारा प्यार please. Though 16th May is the date, ladies and gentlemen. Kesari Veer is the movie. जाके देखिए theatres में. It has got a lot to do with patriotism, love. आप लोग enjoy करोगे देख के on screen. And that's a wrap on the Sunny G Show. This is your host Subhojit with the fantastic cast of Kesari Veer. जाके देखिए सिनेमा में और ये वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो comments कीजिए. Do share your feedback and give the actors all the love and थोड़ा सा प्यार मुझे भी दे देना please. Thank you so much. God bless. Take care. Stay safe and thank you.